Hello, this is Lovers Couch Co-op. I'm Snuggy, and this is...
I'm Salio, or Soul, the little guy, the little diamond guy.
And I'm going to show you a few steps about Harvest Moon, Light of Hope, the special edition. And a lot of people are wondering about how you go into second player. Well, right now, the second player is doing nothing but what you would normally see on your screen. Wandering around, not even paying any attention to you. So you go over to this little jewel here, you select it, and these are all the jewels that you collect in the mine and that you get, you take to the blacksmith, and
he turns
them into
into the
actual
jewel.
gems.
And it's by level. Like, you'll find the opal in the earlier levels of the mines, and like you see at the bottom the diamond, you'll find those deeper in the mines. And the higher the level in the mine, the more hearts you get. So the diamond was deep in the mine, and it gives you 8 heart. 8 hearts. And the hearts allow you to work longer, or they'll allow Soul to work longer, and help more on the farm. So we could do a diamond, so I gotta do the most.
So when you go
Or
onto the
sapphire.
screen, you're going to see all of this, and you select one, and you say confirm if this is the one you want. And there has to be a second player. You can't not do this without a
Yippee!
second person.
Now I can move, and I can love the animals.
Otherwise,
Bobby
they'll just
the
stand
cat.
there.
This
And
is
the
Snoopy
second
the
player
dog.
can do a lot of things.
Yep,
Interacting
can-
with the animals and helping you on the farm, which you will see.
yep. I'm gonna go ahead and make some space for some more crops. What you'll notice is, as Soul works, his hearts at the top of the screen start to decrease. Since Soul's not a main character, he can't eat, and at least not at this point, I don't think. He can't eat and regain his hearts, but the first player can. So once my hearts are gone, I'm kind of like, I'll run out of energy and disappear. And as Soul gets older, more developed, he can do more squares. Like, I'm at the point where he can do 9 squares. But when you first start playing, you can only do, I believe, 3 squares at once. Can't be certain. And you just like hold X. We're playing on PlayStation, so if you hold X, it'll allow you to fill all the squares, like all 9. And you can also use it to harvest or to fertilize.
Were those not fertilized with water?
We still got all this land to develop, but we're not worried about that right now. There's Yeller, Plucker, Squawk. Wait, it's not Squawk. Who's it?
When you're feeding the animals, all you have to do is approach their feed box and select whatever feed that you have, which is usually regular. You can buy it from the barn, or you can make it yourself in your windmill.
Weedy.
Windmill, once you upgrade it, you use corn.
And you'll notice there's little music notes over the names of your animal. And when you feed the animal regularly and come up and interact with it with X, after a period of time, those music notes will fill, like See how all of these are red? And then this one, it's not quite there yet. It's still got 3 left. And you know you're doing it right when little hearts pop up. Okay. Oh. Your Looking Glass, Woolly,
Oh, and in second
and the
player,
greatest cow ever, Beefy.
if you have a second player, you can't ride your horse while they're on.
Yeah, I'd have to log out for her to be able to ride the horse.
And this is how you make their food or make anything for you. The flour or the cornmeal for the animals.
And all these have to be bought. The windmill, the barn, the chicken coop. You have to make money to be able to buy these things. The fastest way to make money, at least initially, is by fishing. So we'll do fishing next and then mining. Oh, and the place to go to buy animals is right here. Animals are kind of expensive. We could basically fish anywhere where there's water except for on the beach or
But there's places on the beach that you can.
in certain locations you can't fish.
Wait.
And you don't have to use bait to fish.
Yeah, you don't have to. It just.
I guess it might increase the chances of getting a good fish possibly, but so to fish, the water starts to ripple, and then as soon as you see the exclamation mark, you press X until you catch a fish. And sometimes you don't get a fish right away, you gotta cast again.
Yeah, wait till you see fish like actually in the water.
That's probably enough fish for right now. But it's a lot faster to make money with 2 people because you're both catching fish at the same time.
Yeah.
And you can sell twice as many fish. And fish make a lot more money, at least initially, than the crops. Because they're just worth a lot more. There really isn't much method to finding the holes here. You just kind of randomly.
So Leo can do, looks like he can do at least 9 holes at once when you get him. But when you first start, you can only do 2 or 3, and you have to keep upgrading your axe. I can only do so many because I've upgraded.
And then see, occasionally you'll get
And I'll show you how
a
to
special
do that.
stone. Like it's not always just stone. You might get like a crystal ore, and you take that to the blacksmith, and he'll make it into something you can use like that topaz ore, and the jade. Those are stones that Salil can use
All of them are.
to increase his health.
You want it.
Let's try to find a way.
Oh. To where?
And we're a lot deeper in the mine than this, but we're at a point at level 61 where you have to upgrade your hammer to break any more stones. And to upgrade the hammer, you have to grow a flower, right?
Yeah, all the tools require certain flowers and gems and money.
Got lucky on that one.
They can only find them so fast because of the floors.
Yeah. Well, we can go back up to the blacksmith now. That's basically it. You just... Oh! And you have to go down 5 levels before your progress will be saved.
Right.
Like, if you go down 3 levels and then leave the mine, it won't save your progress, and you'll have to go through those 3 levels again. But if you go through 5, I believe,
yeah,
then it'll start you where you left off.
So this is the blacksmith's house. He just kind of chills back here. So you go over to the material side. This is where you can make your gems. And I have 8 rubies. It's really simple.
Yeah.
But you know, at first I didn't know where to go until I kept playing around and finally found it. Just gotta watch how much you're using, how much money you're using.
And then, other than digging in the mine and fishing and farming, there's quests that become available as the game progresses. And we can show you where to get started with those.
Quests.
You're faster than I am.
So, where were we starting with the quests?
Well, I mean, you know, in the menu screen where...
Oh. Yeah, everyone has these little tasks they want you to do for them.
And a lot of these are just fetch quests. The main person, when you start the game, who's going to send you on missions is the green-haired girl. What's her name at the very top? Jeanne. Like, once you complete her missions, then the game will progress.
Yeah.
But you don't absolutely have to complete all of those fetch missions. But you do increase, like if you notice the little music notes next to people's names, just like with the animals, you can increase your relationship with people as you complete their quests and interact with them. We're still pretty early in the game right now.
Yeah.
So, and then these houses, like this here, this one was like demolished, and other ones were demolished. But when you get the materials initially, you can
rebuild
build
them,
these places.
and it does make the game progress.
Yeah. So the first thing you want to do is
Homes.
rebuild all of the broken places and bridges, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good. This is just a basic introduction to the game.
Yeah, we just
But-
wanted to show you guys some basics. If you have anything specific that you want us to do, please let me know down in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. This was Lovers Couch Co-op, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Yep, bye.